All right, vegan toasted pecans. So I was wondering, how can I do a recipe where it didn't have an egg white in it? That wouldn't be vegan. So I found this recipe pretty good, and you mix coconut oil and maple syrup together. Mix that up in a large bowl, and then pour a pound of pecans in the bowl, and coat them very well, and then you mix a few tablespoons of brown sugar, a little cayenne pepper, a little bit of salt.
I thought it was a little bit of something spicy in there.
Got that little kick in there.
And I wouldn't want it any other way.
And then
how much did you put in there?
It said a pinch. It said a pinch, so I just got the container and just kind of shook it.
Yeah.
Shook it. I doubled the recipe, so I did 2 shakes. And I can tell that little bit of pinch. And then, that's mixed. That's all mixed together. And then what was so easy is that I just baked it for 10 minutes at 325. And normally the pecans, you have to go in every 15 minutes and stir them up. And this did not. And it's just good. And they're not hard either.
Yeah,
they're not just like, you don't like them where they're so hard you just feel like you're going to just break a tooth off.
Here's what it reminds me of is those little boxes of Boston baked beans. That's what it reminds me of. Which those were what, like brown sugar and peanuts, but these are, what kind of nuts is it again?
Pecans.
Pecans. I forget I get those mixed up with walnuts. It's a pecan.
So these can be eaten as a snack in between meals, or they can be eaten on a salad. You already have them. Instead of paying like a lot of money for those expensive nuts and you only get a handful, this way you get a lot.
How much money do you think you invested in making this jar full?
The pecans, well, it made more than this though, because it filled this jar up and then some. And I think I paid like $9 or $10 for a pound of pecans. So, and that made a lot.
It was so
in
that
a little bag.
That's all in this one jar. It was a pound.
Well, no, it filled this jar up, but then there was more.
Enough for a whole other jar?
Probably this jar and then maybe a half.
Yeah.
Maybe a half. But it's a lot. There's a lot of pecans.
So that's all there is to it then?
That's all there is to it.
It's funny because with the hot, what kind of pepper is it again? The
cayenne.
Cayenne.
Yeah, it was just.
It's funny because that's the perfect amount. For me personally, I could handle more just because I like spicy stuff, but because it without any, it wouldn't be the same. Like because it's got the sweet, crunchy, salty, hot all in there, And
it said a pinch, but I didn't want to get that on my fingernails and then get it in my eyes and burn, so I just did 2 shakes because I doubled the recipe. So I went shake and shake, and I thought, okay, we'll see how that goes.
Cool. Well, it went well. This is the first time you've made these, huh?
Yes.
Well,
new recipe because I normally do use the egg white, so that's why I was wondering, is there a way I can do it without?
I'm like, that wouldn't even. And now that I'm eating them this way, I'm like, why would you even need egg white? That doesn't make sense.
You really don't. You really don't need the egg white. There's no reason for it.
My only complaint about them, having tried them for the first time in this video, is that if I keep eating them, it's almost 4:30, then I'm not going to eat the soup and the beans. But because I just keep eating them, and like that's like a lot of fat and protein, I'm sure, in that. All right, now everyone knows.
Good. Enjoy.